We have surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to be true to our word. We are going to do the 1,000 subscriber giveaway.
Getting yourself a gift.
Get yourself a gift. If you are watching this episode, we are going to post instructions on how to enter the giveaway, and then we will be doing like a YouTube live to announce the winner. We're going to put that on Facebook and TikTok. Rules are simple. You're going to go to the video on YouTube where we announce the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, the short video. It's like the channel trailer. You're just going to comment under it. And you're going to comment hashtag stay spooky.
Hashtag stay spooky.
Hashtag stay spooky.
Lock in your entry.
Lock it in. Lock in.
And as a reminder, just follow us and look on our Facebook page where we will post these instructions as well.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our platforms.
This is HaHaHaunted.
Welcome back to HaHaHaunted. I'm your host, Ryan, and
I'm your host,
that's JP. We had a 2-week hiatus.
We were pretty busy.
We were a little busy. Somebody took a cruise, and somebody's wife was out of town, and I was stuck with the kid by myself for 2 weeks.
On dad duty, but
It was chaos.
it's chaos on dad duty too at home. Trisha got her new job started.
Ooh.
Sure did. Well, today,
If you hear the bubbling, we have some dry ice going. This cauldron's like,
it's not doing very good.
it's just bubbling. It's not even like I'm sure it's evaporating, but
Well, the cauldron's kind of fitting because sort of talking about witches today.
are we talking about witches?
Considered a type of witch.
Interesting.
So on that note, do you want to tell them what we're talking about?
We're talking about skinwalkers. It's like one of my favorite topics. The thing is,
Which
and it's popping, dude. The cauldron.
is it the cauldron one? That's probably going to be too much noise in the background for audio.
Dude, it's going nuts.
Get it.
I think that's better. My God. My God.
Not gonna lie, it's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. Anyways, yeah, we're talking about skinwalkers today. It's one of my favorite topics in the horror genre.
Would you want to be a skinwalker?
No.
No.
Why would I want to be a skinwalker?
I don't know. What mythical creature would you want to be if you had to choose one?
I don't know. It's kind of a loaded question.
How's it loaded?
A mythical?
Hands down. Vampire.
You're afraid of dying.
No. That is you are dead.
You like sucking necks. That's why.
I sure do.
That's your problem. Nasty.
No, they're the coolest out of all the...
How are they the coolest?
How are they not?
That's not an answer.
Well, because I don't want to turn into like a werewolf every what do you call it? Every theory on it is it's always painful every time they turn. I don't want to do that. Voluntary, involuntary.
Well, if you're a vampire, you die, but you come back to life, and you just keep getting killed over and over, but coming back to life. That's painful too.
Well, I wouldn't try to bring, I don't know, trauma to me to where I'm getting killed all the time.
Okay.
I would open up my own blood drive.
To feed yourself?
Yeah. Tell them we're helping. Oh. Oh. That one's not happy.
Dude, what is going on with this cauldron? Like, they're not even like they're not even giving off like the smoke effect. They're just like bubbling.
I think they're just too big.
Or you just have to like stir them around.
I think this one was just too big.
Some cold glasses. So look at these ones. These ones aren't even like. Oh, these are stuck. Like you can't even. They're just stuck at the bottom. There you go. Yeah, I feel like if you stir them around a little bit, you agitate it.
Well, it was supposed to be for some cool effect, and I just feel like it's distracting now.
It is really distracting. Well, because the cauldron keeps exploding. So, like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm not trained for this.
Yeah, we're not trained for this. Anyway, Skinwalkers. Holy crap.
You never chose what you would be.
Oh. Like, what are my options? I need to know all my options. I don't know all of them.
What do you mean? Now we're talking skinwalkers, vampires, werewolves, fairy.
Did you say werewolves?
Werewolves.
Okay. Fairies. That's it?
No, there's more. You can be like orcs. I don't know why I'm drawing blank. Dragon.
Dragon?
Yeah.
Wizard?
Wizard, witch.
I'd be a wizard.
That'd be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Here, let's take some of those out then.
Like they're like dude, like this is like frozen down here. Like, oh my god, dude. Dude, it's frozen to the table. It's frozen to the table. I guess these technically aren't glass or acrylic. Maybe that has
That's probably why.
oh dude.
We're just gonna have to wait for it to evaporate now.
Like look right here. Like it's frozen to the table.
Is yours? Maybe it's because water fell on. No.
Oh shit, dude. I thought maybe that would loosen it. It's like part of the table now.
It'll come off once it evaporates.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's stuck on it for a bit.
Okay. Anyways, talking about skinwalkers, I've said this like 4 times now. We are talking about the infamous skinwalkers, which is very feared among the Navajo community. For good reason.
Sorry, these are just so loud now.
For good reason. That lasted long.
New decor.
Yeah, it's stuck there now.
Don't.
What was I saying? Oh yes, the skinwalkers are feared among the Navajo community for good reason. They're known to be shapeshifters. People report hearing faint cries for help in the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere, when it's dead quiet, or the whistling, or
Why is everybody always crying for help?
because. What do you mean, everybody?
It's like almost every time we're talking about anybody hearing voices, it's always faint crying for help.
Because that gets your attention. Like if you were out on a hike and it was dark, first off, don't hike in the dark, but if you're out and it's like dusk or it's getting dark and you're out hiking, you hear somebody crying for help, would you not be like, oh crap? Well, maybe you wouldn't, but
No, I'd be like, all right, I've seen too many movies. You just keep going.
well, it's very common in the allegedly in the Appalachia, where skinwalkers are allegedly supposed to be prevalent, and a lot of the myths are you hear people crying for help, you see like animals acting strangely. What? That thing's just going nuts,
It's about
dude.
to pop.
It might explode, dude. People report seeing animals acting strangely, sometimes on what are those called? Like those field cams, like trail cams for hunting.
yeah.
Even people's pets acting strangely, because the myth is that they can shapeshift into other animals, other people.
Oh, kind of like an animal mimic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ain't my dog. They ain't acting right.
Yeah. There's a whole like TikTok niche dedicated to skinwalkers and pets and mimics and like people hearing the sound of their voice calling their name,
I have seen a lot of
which is like, that'd be kind of freaky, but I don't believe any of those, like, because you can easily like manipulate that.
Absolutely.
So,
Those are
but
scary still.
skinwalkers are very intriguing. But yes, the Appalachia. A lot of the folks that live in the Appalachia say like when you hear whistling or someone calling out to you when it's nighttime, when you're up kind of in the mountains, you're supposed to not even acknowledge it. Like, don't even call back or don't even like look in that direction. You're just supposed to ignore it and carry on your merry way.
Just ignore and keep going.
Just ignore it and forget.
So skinwalkers are also called within the Navajo culture. I don't know how to say that. I was hoping you would be able to say that.
Naldalushi?
Naldushi?
Naldalushi? Naldalushi?
Sure.
It's kind of like, means delicious noodle in Navajo.
No. It means with it, he goes on all fours. Ooh.
Are you sure? Are you on the right website here? Like, what are you?
Maybe not.
He that goes on all fours, huh?
Yeah.
You mean like you on a Saturday morning?
The gas station I died at.
Yeah. That's what they call you. That's your Indian name.
They call me the Naldalushi.
The delicious noodle. It's just carved on your stall that you died in. Don't go in that stall, man. The Naldalushi lives there.
Like, why? I bought one of those pills from the gas station.
Yeah, I got one of those gas station pills. I'm ready for the Naldalushi. Let him see my delicious noodle.
Oh, okay. You were explaining kind of what a skinwalker was. By definition, or by according to our sources, individuals.
ChatGPT.
Individuals are believed to have, or these individuals are believed to have gained supernatural powers through the commission of heinous acts, such as killing a family member, which grants them the ability to shapeshift. And then common animal forms include coyotes, wolves, foxes, and bears.
First off, why does that grant you power?
I think that's just their belief and theory. You did something so dark, it's almost like sacrificing. You think about when...
So why does that give you power, though?
It's like giving... I would assume it's like devoting yourself to like the devil, showing you would do whatever. Kill yourself, a family member, in exchange of powers.
Jeez. See, look, mimicry. Shape-shifting, mind control.
That's just how you get out of things you did.
Mind control?
That's what you can blame it on.
Some accounts suggest they can possess animals or people, controlling their actions.
You'd be like, it wasn't me. I was under the Imperious curse.
This isn't Wizard or Hogwarts, Harry Potter. There we go.
I'm just saying that's what.
Supernatural speed and endurance. So if you see a skinwalker, it's already over.
In animal form, they're said to move with incredible speed and agility. Well, I would be kind of mad if I was a freaking wolf and be like, damn, I'm still as slow as I was as a human.
Yeah, you're getting absolutely cooked by this other human.
People run and be like, what?
Yeah.
Why is this thing so out of shape?
Yeah. That's definitely not a skinwalker. That's a wolf. He's not that fast.
It's all right.
And mimicry. They can imitate voices to lure victims. So that one would be the mimicry part's the creepy part.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like sirens. That's another.
Isn't that like
creature.
with sailors
Yeah.
where they like sing to them
Yeah, I'd kind of lure them
and
in.
lure them to their ocean grave?
Yeah, I think that's what most of the theory comes from. Like,
Sailors.
almost like, sirens as in like the form of mermaid sirens. But then there's like also theories of
Have you ever seen
sirens.
The Lighthouse?
maybe.
Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson.
Maybe not.
It's a pretty interesting one. It's about two guys it's back in like the late 1800s. It's about two guys that are commissioned to like oversee a lighthouse on a deserted island off of like New York. And Robert Pattinson's like I don't want to say apprentice, but he's like the assistant. Willem Dafoe's like the main lighthouse guy. And it's kind of about Robert Pattinson's descent into madness. And part of it's like he sees like a mermaid out there. And he has like this mermaid trinket and he slowly goes insane.
They just drive them insane.
That and like he's wanting to like, there's some secret to the lighthouse lantern. And he ends up going crazy.
It kind of sounds familiar, but
They drink turpentine.
what?
Yeah, they drink turpentine and like they mix turpentine and something else because they run out of alcohol, which probably contributes to the madness.
You know, it sounded like they were desperate to feel something.
Yeah, great movie though, The Lighthouse.
Yeah, I think you found a movie that I finally haven't seen.
Yeah, it's more of a psychological thriller though. It's not like a horror.
Gotcha.
It's in the horror category, but it's not really a horror.
I like those, kind of like Hereditary.
It's like a psychological horror.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that movie just kind of takes off at the end.
Hereditary?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a real slow burner, but it's pretty good. I've seen it like 10 times.
I still can't get over like the part when he jumps out of the window. I don't know if this is like, they were like, all right, we're out of money, but we need to show her like body going to the treehouse. And it's just like her like that. And it's just like yeah, just like,
like they like hired us to do the CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, can you get on your Final Cut Pro and kind of like,
because up until that point, I was like, dang, this is insane. All these naked people. And then she's like, cuts her head off or whatever. And then all of a sudden she's just like,
the way she floats.
yeah. Like she's on
I
like
feel like that was supposed to be on purpose, but I don't know.
yeah, it was just like they were on their last dollar.
Yeah. Like you could have made it look a little less.
And I'm like, can you
computerized.
call the intern back to do this? It's the last scene.
See if he'll do it for free.
He'll do it for free.
He needs experience.
He needs the resume.
He was nervous during it.
He's like, all right, Control Z. Gotta do it again. I'm just gonna make it a straight line. Fuck it. Damn it. Anyways, earliest accounts. Let them know. Yeah, I was having trouble seeing today. We were doing taxes today, and I was sitting next to Bailey.
That's why.
And like I was trying to read the computer, and I was like, "Man, it's getting hard to."
I need to go get some
Getting hard to
readers.
read. Yeah, 33's hit me hard.
That is old.
All right.
Like many indigenous oral traditions, the true origin of a Skinwalker legend.
Tell us about your indigenous oral traditions. Sorry.
Like many indigenous oral traditions, the true origin of the Skinwalker legend in Navajo culture is lost in time, but is believed to predate European contact. Tales of witches transforming into animals have likely been part of
Dine?
Dene. Great, now we're doing French.
Dine? Yeah. I don't think that's French, but
Spanish.
it does say
European.
predates European contact, so that wouldn't be French.
Spanish. Storytelling for generations, passed down orally long before they were written down. The concept of Skinwalkers
Of ye delicious noodle.
is embedded in Navajo creation stories and cosmology,
Well, they were doing hair.
not cosmetology.
When they were cutting each other's hair and
Yeah.
like doing each other's hair.
That's probably
That's
what
when they would talk about it.
Did you hear about Tina? She turned into
She turned into
she was a rabbit last week.
a rabbit. She tried really hard to turn into a fox, but she ended up turning into a guinea pig.
She's really bad.
Yeah, she
she's
sucks
the worst
at
in our class. It
Anyways,
was one of several forms of witchcraft. Several forms of witchcraft that emerged when humans first learned both good and evil magic. Navajo oral history holds that witchcraft.
the witchery way.
Yep.
Is this Hogwarts? Now it's Hogwarts.
The witchery way was present even among the Dene during their emergence into the world, representing the ever-present possibility of corruption. Because of this, there isn't a single first Skinwalker, but rather a multitude of ancient tales and cautionary stories. Navajo children, for example, grow up hearing about Skinwalkers from a young age, sharing spooky stories among themselves, even when adults prefer not to speak of it. In fact, anthropologists who collected stories in the 1980s found Skinwalkers to be one of the most popular subjects for narratives among Navajo children, especially the Navajo equivalent of the boogeyman or werewolf in Angelo culture.
But do we have any actual documented like cases?
Instead of it being kind of like urban legend.
Yeah. Because like when we have like when we talk about like faux Emily Rose or
Faux. Yeah.
or the Conjuring House, like we have actual documented evidence
Yeah.
of paranormal activity going on. Like, do we have actual?
I feel like that's what it said. Like, there's no actual documented first sighting of it, but
It's just all oral tradition.
yeah.
Which I mean, I'm not going to discount oral tradition because
they're so
when you're in like the Navajo, like they don't have cameras. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's how they pass along information. That sounded like it was having diarrhea for a second.
A lifelong game of telephone that's probably turned into urban legend stories, but
We can't discount oral tradition if that's
no.
How they
maybe use
passed
scare
along.
children into not talking to strangers, or I don't know. Don't
Maybe.
follow anything that somebody's like, hey, don't get lured into it.
Look, if you hear your voice over a different direction and you go towards it, you kind of deserve it.
Was I over there?
Yeah. Is that me?
Dang. I'd follow it, to be honest, just to see it.
Your poor kids, man.
What?
Nothing.
I'm sure they would want to come see too.
Exactly.
Abel would. I'd be like, no, Abel, you can't go. And what he told me last week, just let me cook, Dad. I don't even know what that means.
Just let me cook. What was he cooking?
Not food. Like he was playing game and I was telling him to stop. And he's like, just let me
Oh,
cook,
like
Dad."
watch me, like watch me do this.
Yeah.
Like watch me,
I'm just
watch
trying
me
to cook. I'm like, I don't. What? You're not eating. What are you
First off,
cooking?
didn't you start a fire in the microwave?
You're right. You're not allowed to cook.
Yeah. Abel.
He bought himself a gold chain. He said he said, I'm trying to rizz up the girls here, Dad.
He said that.
He sure did.
Did you smack him?
I was like,
Don't ever talk to me like that again.
so, well, how much you want to spend on your chain?
That's what you said. God.
He was telling random people. They're like, oh, where'd you get your gold chain at? He's like, I spent $5 an inch on this.
Is that what he says?
Yeah, that's what he did.
Where do you get the chain from?
It was on the boat. They're like,
Oh,
pull
fake
it
chains.
out. Sort of, yeah.
Did you buy any fake Rolexes?
He got
Did you guys stop in Mexico or anything?
Yeah, we went to
Cozumel or something?
Cozumel,
Yeah.
Honduras, and
I know Cozumel's got some fake Rolexes.
oh yeah, I was trying to look for sunglasses because Jay just stepped on mine, and I was like, oh, look at these Oakleys, they're only like $100. And then on one of them I saw it said like, has the Oakley, but then it was like rubbing off. I'm like, you guys can't even fake this.
It said Annie Oakley on it.
I was like, why does Oakley spelled wrong? Can I get it?
Yeah.
Can I get it for like $50?
Oaklee. Oakley.
It's our Spanish Oakley.
Oakley.
Although I was waiting for Jay because the kids got their hair braided.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Well, Audrey wanted to do it, and they were pretty fast at it. But then I was just walking around, kind of looking for sunglasses. And have you been to like down in Mexico where they like the shopping areas for it?
Yeah, I went to a couple places because I went on a cruise when I was like 14.
Oh, gotcha. You know how they're like always standing outside their shops?
Yeah.
Like, come in, like
Yeah.
trying to draw you in. Well, there's like 3 alcohol shops like right next to each other. So they're all out there just competing with each other. And each one of them are like, we got free tequila. Come on in here. Try our tequila. And I'm just standing there and they just want to stop there. Hey, Mr. Muscles, come here.
No one said that to you.
I swear.
They were working hard for
They
this.
sure
sale.
were. The other people would be like, oh my God, you look so good with this on, honey. You be. They were trying real hard. Anyways, so
how many did you buy?
I didn't buy any. He was like, he said,
Knowing you were like, oh, feeling real flattered. I'll take all your tequila.
I was filming. I was like, I mean, if you're going to say that, I'll come in and try your tequila.
You're too easy.
Sure did. Jason came back finally, and I was like, I'm like 10 tequila shots deep. I need you to hurry up.
You've been gone for 10 minutes.
Yeah. They keep pulling me in, like, ooh, try this. He literally pulled out like 4 different ones. He's like, this is the best one. It's super smooth. Try it. And I was like, oh, yeah. Doesn't burn at all. And he's like, gee, try this one.
It's just Jose
real-"
Cuervo.
He was like, try this one. This one's real shitty. And he's like, compare this to or yeah. And it's like, I know what it tastes like. I don't need to compare it. And he's like, no, you take it. You take it.
I've taken 10 shots, dude. I can't taste anything.
Yeah.
Like,
on the last one, he was like, so you want to, we got a big bottle, a little bottle. You want to buy one? And I was like, my wife has all my money. I'm going to have to go get her to come back. And he said, everybody say they come back. They never do.
we were like, all right, you gave me 6 shots, man. I think I'm set.
Like, I don't feel good. I'm ready to go.
I'm drunk, man. Thanks for the drinks.
Just left, and then we're out there waiting for us to go on our little excursion, and they're still looking and staring like, hey, I gave you a bunch of free shots. You come and buy this.
You come in the back and you drink with me.
Like, Jay-Sha, save me. Touch it.
Ooh.
That's quieter.
Should we just throw water on the table and just...
I think maybe we put too much water. Maybe that was the problem.
You said fill the glass up.
I said, like, if you brought it down, like 2 glasses worth, so that we can keep adding water into it if needed, but that's okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, this table doesn't matter. Oh, I can't pick this up.
Literally, it's a divot now.
Is it?
Literally burnt a... Maybe that's just the ice.
It's just the ice. What if we just put a bunch in there Or is that a bad idea? Oh! We should have just used your machine.
Yeah, I have an atomizer.
Yeah. Next episode.
Sorry, guys. You have to learn with us.
Who knows what this backdrop looks like? Anyways. Looks like my water broke.
Looks like it broke.
My water broke.
Oh, your water. Like, we're on a podcast, so you're going to have to wait.
Anyways.
The earliest recorded mentions of skinwalker beliefs by outsiders come from 19th century and early 20th century sources. One infamous historical event that brought the legend into the documented record is the Navajo witch purge of 1878. Oh. In the 1860s, the Navajo people had been forcibly relocated by the U.S. government during the Long Walk to Fort Summer. After suffering 4 brutal years of imprisonment and hardship, the Dene were allowed to return to their homelands in 1868. But the return did not immediately end the turmoil. The people were traumatized, and their society was in disarray. During this time of rebuilding, suspicion toward the witches in their midst reached a fever pitch. According to both oral history and written accounts, Navajo communities blamed skinwalkers for the lingering misfortunes that plagued them after their return from Fort Summer. The tension accumulated in 1878 in the area around modern-day town in Arizona.
What?
Ganado, Arizona. Ganado. Damn, I can't read. Ganado, Arizona. When over 40 people accused of witchcraft were killed by Navajo vigilantes. The violent episode essentially... This isn't working.
All right, you guys are fired. I'm sure you can still hear him off screen, but whatever. Like how the cauldron's still just going.
All right. The violent episode, essentially an internal witch hunt, is remembered as the Navajo witch purge. It's said that the catalyst was a tribal member finding a bundle of witch artifacts wrapped in a copy of the 1868 treaty. An alarming discovery that incited the community to take action against suspected witches.
You hear this?
Yes, I do.
What is going on? This did not work out how I thought I was going to.
No, me neither. I thought it was going to be a lot cooler. Just a big fail.
Just a buzz.
Fail after fail. What is it? Why is it buzzing?
I don't know. Shut up. Like it's loud.
Let me put a little bit in there. I just want a little bit of dry ice in my drink, though. Feel cool all the time. That just sounds sick.
It does. And like, look how frozen this is. It's like frozen through the acrylic. I think these are acrylic. You know what? You're going in here.
I'm calling Price Chopper. I'm like, you guys gave me some sick dry ice.
Yeah, is this real dry ice?
I'm like, what is this? I didn't go here for great value.
How do they get dry ice?
It's just like chemically made, isn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I can still hear it.
It's mad.
This is now dubbed the dry ice episode. I'm kind of regretting this because now this is going to be loud. Look at the bottom of it.
And now we just have a cooler full of dry ice just bubbling next to us. Alarming discovery that incited the community to take action against suspected witches One of the accused was even killed on the doorstep of a trading post. And thereafter, Navajos refused to enter the building. The purge was an attempt to restore harmony by eliminating those believed to be practicing evil. This is one of the first well-documented events in which Navajo Skinwalker lore had very real consequences. It shows that in the 19th century, belief in the Skinwalker was not only stopping, but could be a matter of life and death within the community. Let's see. Anthropologists began studying Navajo witchcraft and Skinwalker stories in the early 20th century, giving us further written accounts. Clyde Cluckhorn's 1944 book, Navajo Witchcraft.
Did you say Cluckhorn?
Isn't that what it says? Cluckhorn? Cluck?
Cluckhorn? There's no R in there.
Oh. Cluckhon. That sounds bad.
Kind of does.
Well, this person was one of the first academic works to detail Skinwalker beliefs. Based on interviews with Navajo informants in the 1930s to 40s, the author described Skinwalkers as secret witches, mostly male, who creep out at night. Oh. In the form of animals like wolves or coyotes.
Are you one of these?
Maybe. His research recorded many elements of the legend consistent with the oral tales Skinwalkers stripping naked and wearing only animal skins and beds. Gathering in caves for dark ceremonies, plotting their evil deeds, and in the way Navajos would try to track and kill them. For example, the author noted that even in the 1940s, every Navajo child knew about witches racing through the dark in animal form, and that the common Navajo term for witches in everyday talk was the limp noodle. Not limp noodle. What do you call it?
Delicious noodle. Limp noodle.
Limp noodles out there running around. Or
Maichu. Bless you.
I thought I was saying my coochie.
Thought you were sneezing.
Maichu, meaning coyote or wolf. He relayed accounts of tracks that led to Navajo home and the occupant being suspected of the witch or Skinwalker being shot at night and later found wounded far from where an animal was shot. Clear indications the stories were long standing by them.
So let's talk about or investigate any like actual documented cases. Dogs are just going wild.
Yeah.
Because we know that there's a TV show called Skinwalker Ranch. And it is actually based on the Sherman Farm or whatever?
Sherman Ranch.
Sherman Ranch. Yeah.
So I didn't even know I gotta look this up. I haven't seen that show.
I mean, it's on I don't know if it's like Travel Channel or whatever, like Ghost Hunters was on, and
Gotcha.
What was the other one? Ghost Adventures.
All right, so Skinwalker Ranch in Basin, Utah, or Ballard, Utah. Why does it say that?
Uintah Basin. I guess it's just the name of the place.
On the border of Ute Reservation. Most,
or maybe it's Ute.
publicized-
Might be Ute, because like the University of Utah is like the Utah Utes.
oh,
So it might just be Ute.
that might make sense.
Ballard, Utah.
Most publicized Skinwalker-related location. The major activity was reported in between 1994 and 1996, with ongoing interest. Ooh.
Cattle mutilations with surgical precision. Unkillable wolves. What? That seem to disappear or withstand bullets. Are you sure you weren't just missing? Like,
No, I'm a great shot.
yeah. Shadowy humanoid creatures, large cryptids. That's another one. Cryptids.
And floating orbs.
Okay.
poltergeist-like activity in the home, portal-like phenomena in the sky. That's just aliens. Skinwalker Ranch, also known as Sherman Ranch, gained its notoriety in the 1990s when the Sherman family reported bizarre, terrifying activity after purchasing the property. And all those things happened to them.
The Utes believe the land is cursed.
Supposedly by Navajo Skinwalkers during historical conflicts.
They roam the hills, especially near the path of the Skinwalker. Damn, so you guys just have like a whole path laid out where they're at?
Like, I was wondering why I got a deal on this.
Yeah.
The Sherman sold the ranch to billionaire Robert
Bigelow
in 1996.
Is that Deuce Bigelow's dad?
The European gigolo. Who bought it and research team under the National Institute of Discovery Science. Despite years of study, they were unable to definitively document or explain the phenomena.
History Channel, that's what it is. What?
Can remember that channel, the History Channel.
It's right there. Yeah, we already talked about the Navajo witch purge. The running thing. Early 2000s.
Interviewed by paranormal officer Stanley Milford Jr., Navajo Rangers. First-hand law enforcement investigation on this in the early 2000s, yeah. A man driving late at night on a reservation road saw a humanoid figure running alongside his car at 60 miles per hour. He claimed it looked like a man with a wolf head, with glowing eyes and inhumanely long limbs. The creature kept pace effortlessly, then disappeared into the dark. When Navajo Rangers investigated, they found massive barefoot tracks near the road. This encounter, while singular, was reportedly one multiple similar calls received by the Rangers, especially after a spate of livestock deaths and strange howling sounds at night. The Navajo Ranger never claimed to prove what it was, but they did dismiss the witness either. Or
Did not
dismiss.
It's kind of important there.
They did not dismiss the witness either. Milford noted that in such cases, witnesses are often genuinely terrified and cultural knowledge of skinwalkers runs deep, even among skeptics.
It seems to be a lot of the Southwest, because this one's Arizona. Urban legend level, unconfirmed.
In Arizona, in Windrock, Arizona.
Mysterious Skinwalker death. Ooh, is this going to be when a Skinwalker is dead?
I don't know. In the mid-1980s. A commonly told story involves a man who was found naked and dead in a remote canyon outside of Windrock, or outside of Window Rock. His body had deep scratches, no clothing, and was surrounded by strange animal tracks, none of which matched any known species. Locals speculated that the man was either a skinwalker himself, caught in a ritual gone wrong, or a victim of one. The case was never officially solved, but it was widely shared "don't ask questions" legend within the community.
So this is this seems like it's more. There's less accounts,
More folklore and
urban legend than actual documented cases where. I know people try to go and to these places. I've never. I've seen people actually go out to Arizona and go to the desert. It seems like it's more in the desert where they're at.
I mean, naturally, if it's more of a indigenous origin, so as they were pushed back that way.
Yeah, what about Appalachia? That's what we should have looked up, is Appalachia. The Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. in West Virginia. Just ask AI.
I spell Appalachia.
No. A. Go back. A. L. A. C. H. Yeah. IA. It just sounds like something's diarrhea-ing over there. I thought it said ripe tapestry. Rich.
They are specific to the Southwest United States.
Spearfinger.
Spearfinger.
That's the one that I've seen, the Utlunta. Utlunta.
No, I can't read that. It's a Cherokee mythology.
Raven mocker. God, they're just lazy.
Who's lazy?
Spearfinger, the names.
Oh, Spearfinger.
We will call you Raven mocker.
Spearfinger is depicted as an old woman with a sharp
obsidian-like finger on her right hand.
Oh.
She's a shapeshifter.
What was on her left?
Then that's not Spearfinger.
Mm-hmm.
That's just some old lady with it needs to cut her nails. Lures children into false insecurity.
Dang.
What is this, like Hansel and Gretel?
Yeah. It's a little grandma out there just tricking kids.
And
into being
eating them,
loved.
probably? Jeez.
Her primary objective is to extract and consume human livers. Almost said lives.
What is it?
Human livers.
Where do you see that?
That's her objective. So yeah, she was eating children.
Oh my God.
Of course she was eating children.
Because they're fresh?
Yeah, or she had to keep people in her hut for 6 months
Hut.
until they regenerated their liver into a new one. Like she can't have any tainted ones. Like we know you're out there.
She can't have any adults in Tennessee because livers are all shot.
Like what is peyote
Yeah.
extracted through?
Peyote laden livers.
God, I halfway kind of want to try peyote at one time in my life. But I'm too scared.
Why would you want to do peyote?
I don't know. It sounds crazy. It's like worse than taking shrooms.
So why would you want to do peyote?
I don't, go big or go home.
Just go home, man. Ravenmucker. More Cherokee. So maybe the Appalachia is Cherokee.
They're just different tribes.
Look at this one. Not deer. Like, come on.
Maybe that's
We're getting lazy. What is that thing? It is not deer. I know it's not deer. What is it?
It's not
deer.
I don't know, man. This is not a deer.
It's not a deer.
He said it was a deer.
It's not deer. No,
Well,
it's not deer.
Well, what is a raven mocker?
Mocks ravens. Like, is this like making fun of ravens, or?
I guess.
Because like
It's considered the most feared of Cherokee witches. It's like they're a spider.
they steal the hearts of the sick and dying to prolong their own lives.
Oh. They can appear as old, withered figures, but are also known to take the form of ravens, flying through the night with sounds resembling a raven's call.
Maybe they're just ravens.
You know what a raven does?
Maybe they're just, yeah. They fly, they look like ravens, they fly like ravens, they sound like ravens, and they find a dead body and they eat.
They must be a skinwalker.
And they eat the dead skinwalker.
Wait, is that just a small vulture?
Yeah. Yeah, that might just be a vulture.
Oh, heart theft. Oh, it preys on the ill and elderly, consuming their hearts to extend their lifespan.
So we got one that eats livers.
And one that eat hearts.
So they just focus on one organ.
I guess.
What's the next one going to be, like the pancreas?
I got the type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
This one's shitty.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. You're not getting any insulin now.
Yeah.
The not deer.
At first glance, not deer resembles typical white-tailed deer. However, upon closer inspection, they exhibit unsettling features such as forward-facing eyes, elongated limbs.
It's just an AI deer.
Unnatural movements. Encounters often leave witness with an overwhelming sense of dread.
Like anything that AI makes, any video AI makes.
Yeah, it's like the deer's probably like,
show me a deer in the meadow, and it's like, not deer.
The deer's mom's like, no, that's my little fawn just has Down syndrome.
Yeah, it's just extra chromosome deer. Like, come on, guys, not deer. That's the name, not deer. Well, we have a Reddit, little Reddit story.
A Reddit user
counted.
A Reddit user recounted multiple instances.
They didn't teach you guys to read in Atchison, did they?
No, they didn't. Multiple instances of seeing figures resembling familiar individuals peering through their windows at night. Despite the familiar appearances, the figures had unsettling features, notably oversized, bulging eyes. The user expressed confused, noting that while many
they're just your neighbors just has thyroid eye disease,
has Graves' disease.
Like, come on,
Shannon just has Graves' disease.
Yeah,
mean person.
Yeah, you guys, you asshole. Like, God, she's out of her levothyroxine in her synthroid.
She has hepatic encephalitis, and now she's just confused out.
Yeah.
The user expressed confusion
because of the peyote. Like,
everyone's out there just taking peyote, man. Noting that while many suggested skinwalkers, they were informed that such entities aren't traditionally part of the Appalachian folklore.
So you just got weird ass neighbors in.
Yeah, it was just a weird lady with Graves' disease.
Get your thyroids checked.
Skinwalkers. You need to check your thyroids.
Yes, these are, look, we have regular ravens doing stuff. We have AI deer, and then we have people who have overactive thyroid. Like, what are we doing?
It's what happens when you skinwalk too much.
It's what happens when you let the Cherokee tell you, not deer. Raven mocker. Like, they're not mocking ravens. If anything, they should be called raven mimics because they're mimicking ravens, not mocking them.
Oh, I'm a raven.
That's what it's not a raven call. They're just flying around. Go, oh, look at me, I'm a raven.
It's me as an actor when I skinwalk.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a raven.
Like, that's
all right. Look, you're going to be in this movie. You're going to be a raven mocker. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to fly around and you're going to mock ravens. Okay.
They're like, what does a raven sound like? I don't know. I'm just raven.
I'm a raven. I'm a raven. Look at me. I'm a raven.
Like, perfect.
Perfect. You're hired.
Perfection.
Are you comfortable with nudity?
All ravens are naked.
Yeah, they are. They're birds, but birds aren't real.
Like, why are you going to be naked? Have you ever seen a raven wear clothes?
Yeah. No, you haven't.
So you can't either.
They don't wear clothes and they say, I'm a raven.
As long as you tell them you're a raven, you're good.
Yeah. The other raven's like, yeah, he's good. He's a raven.
Yeah. Get arrested for
Is he eating hearts? Yeah, he's a raven.
Yeah. Indecent exposure. Like, no, I'm a raven. Ah, okay. You're
right. You got me.
No, eat a heart. Let me see.
Yeah, eat a heart. Prove it.
Okay. Well,
what do you think? Skinwalkers, real? Myth?
I feel like almost Skinwalker is like a blanket word for like all the shapeshifters. Like,
I thought that was a cryptid.
Is that what that is?
I think so. Look up, like, what is a cryptid? I think that cryptid's kind of like, let's see what the old chat GPT.
I think that just means any mythical creature that hasn't been.
I feel like cryptids and skinwalkers are kind of like, maybe not synonymous, but like juxtaposed, like they're kind of like on the same level.
Right, but I feel like a cryptid would also be like a mysterious animal like Bigfoot.
Yeah. But Bigfoot could be a skinwalker.
Maybe.
I'm just splashing in water over here. From our failed dry ice. So, what was your answer? Do you think they're real or you think they're...
Ugh. I mean, I want to believe all this stuff, to be honest.
That's not what I asked you, though.
But skinwalkers, no.
Yeah. I don't think skinwalkers are real either, but I think they're the most fun to talk about because to me, they're like that's the most terrifying paranormal entity that there could be, right?
Yeah.
Like something that can take the form of an animal or somebody else, can mimic something, like can lure people can change its voice to lure you. Like there's a lot of creepy videos about it. Whereas like, like with like ghosts, see? Like you're right. You were like ghosts, not deer. That's scripted. Like with ghosts, like you can't really see ghosts unless it's like manifesting itself, but
true. I was trying to explain to Jay because she was asking, she's like, I don't know, what is a skinwalker? And even if I was trying to explain that, she's like, what do you mean? Like they just shaped it like they just shapeshift into anything? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess maybe if I can give you a comparison through like Harry Potter or like Animagus.
Like Professor Lupus?
Yeah, like when they
turn into the rat.
Like they turn into something that they can only turn into. They don't think they can shapeshift into multiple different things. I feel like if one person's like when they shapeshift, like they change into a wolf. Somebody changes into a dog. Somebody changes into a bear.
But skinwalkers can.
I think it's the same thing. I think a skinwalker.
I think skinwalkers can change into any animal that's like native to where they're at.
Well, maybe. Or I thought it was, or I always took it as when they shapeshift into one thing.
I don't know. I am not an expert in delicious noodle.
No, I'd shapeshift into a spider or something. Like, just squish me.
Or a dune bug or something.
Yeah. Any sort of insect. Oof.
Dung beetle. Dune bug. June bug. God. Stinky bugs. Stink bug. You'd be a stink bug.
Probably. We have a problem with those at home right now.
Or a tick. I had a tick on me this morning.
Oh, seriously?
Well, I felt something right here, and I went, somehow grabbed it, pulled it off, and it was a tick. And then I tried to take its head off.
Ew.
Just kidding. I didn't bite it.
Now it's stuck in your mouth.
Yeah.
I pulled one off of TJ. Back of his leg. It was already, it got him.
That time of the year was burrowing.
I made it like it popped, yeah. I made sure that when I pulled it out, I was like, okay, is it still intact? And it was still moving, had its head on. And Jace was like, did you save it? No, I killed it and threw it away.
Save it?
And she's like, you got to save those so they can study just in case he has Lyme disease. It's like, did they need this specific tick for it?
What is like, it's a small percentage of ticks that actually carry it.
Yeah. It's like, I guess we'll figure it out if he gets sick when he eats red meat.
Is that Lyme disease or is that just Rocky Mountain spotted fever?
I thought that was Lyme disease, part of it.
I don't know. Ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT's like, whoa. I thought we were talking about skinwalkers. Now we're talking about Lyme disease?
Oh, maybe you're right.
Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Alpha gal syndrome. What is that, like girls who try to be like overbearing? What does TLDR mean? Like,
I have no idea.
it basically means like the Cliff Notes.
Oh.
TLDR means too long, didn't read.
Too long, didn't read.
Yeah, like it just means like here's the Cliff Notes.
Gotcha. Would you want to be a skinwalker or a wizard?
A wizard. So you can do any kind of magic.
Yeah, wizard would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it for this episode.
That's it. Sorry for the 2-week hiatus.
And
I don't even want to mention like investigations because like I feel like we do this every time.
Every time.
And we haven't done it yet. It's been crazy, man. Life's been like just really busy right now. And we're lucky to get episodes in.
Yeah. Busy, unfair. Just kind of sucks.
Kind of sucks.
Trying to find time to do any of it.
Yes. But hopefully
Hopefully
soon.
We made it this far.
At least we know where we want to go. It's not like we don't have a place to go. We know where we want to go. What is this, episode 7?
I think so, something like that.
Episode 7.
The dry ice episode.
The dry ice episode. The delicious noodle episode. The Skinwalker episode. Whatever you want to dub it.
Well, if you tune in this long, thanks, and stay spooky.
We'll see you in the next one.